most people end up stuck in that dreamland, which is super fun, and then you don't hit step one of making a full-time income off of your idea. I like that you started, truck instead of restaurant, because that's where most people go from the start. Like you pick the wrong place and you have the wrong food and it's the wrong demo, and you just go out of business and lose a ton of money. Okay, so why are you watching Iron Man at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday instead of working on this? Do the work, do the work. What round is this, Antoine? How many times is this?
I don't even know at this point, man.
This is like at least the fourth time. Where are we at, man? How you doing? You got some funky mood light going on there.
Yeah, I'm currently, I was watching some Amazon, some Marvel. Iron Man, so that's going on in here.
But you got like the LEDs happening behind there. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it took a lot of maneuvering whenever to put it on there. It's not as easy as they make it look on TikTok. It's not.
Hey, Antoine does difficult things. Let's go.
Yes.
What do we got, man? How can I help?
All right. So recently, I actually changed the endeavor that I've been working on. I know for the longest time I've been telling you I've been in the creative space. With a lot of stuff, especially getting in clients and things like that. Yeah. Videos. But it actually influenced me because there was another passion that I had that's been eating at me for years. And I've never really talked about it. And you're going to be real surprised when I tell you this. But I'm actually a really good cook.
Okay.
I'm a really good cook. And
what's your go-to dish?
My go-to dish is chili.
Like if I was going to come over to your place and you got one thing to just blow me away, what is that dish?
It would be chili.
Chili. Ooh, I do like a good chili, man. I do like a good chili. All right. Okay. It's hard to get the spices right on the good chili. So, okay.
A lot of times, and what I do is I mix the meats that I put into the chili.
Oh, so what are we mixing in?
I mix ground beef, and then I also mix in chorizo. And
I don't know what that is. What's chorizo?
Chorizo is like
sausage?
A Spanish pork, like it's a sausage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I mix that in.
You're making everybody hungry. They're going yum. I want chili. Okay. So you're starting a chili business. What's the new business?
So the new business that I'm starting in, you're gonna laugh when I say this, is that I'm actually starting a food truck.
Okay.
A food truck, and it's gonna be a potato-based food truck, where I take mashed potatoes, fried potatoes, baked potatoes, and I put specialty items on there. Like I'm creating like something called Texas cheeseburger potato, or Philly cheesesteak.
There's got to be a chili potato, like that, right? Where's the chili potato?
Of course, the chili potato. Of course. And I'm calling it. At first, I called it Spud Hub, and I did this in college. That's the funny thing about it, is I did it in college, and I made a good amount of money on my college campus. We did it for like an entrepreneurial assignment. Yeah, and we made the most money out of everybody that was in our class. And I wanted to pursue it more, but the guy that I was working with was like, "Nah, I don't want to. That's cool. I don't want to do it." So originally I was calling it Spud Hub, and the logo was like a play off of a certain website that has Hub into it.
Okay.
So now I changed it to make it more family friendly, and I'm calling it Hot Potato.
Okay, so why are you watching Iron Man at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday instead of working on this?
No, I actually just I didn't watch it like right now. It was just on my television in my living room.
So when do you launch? When does Spud Hub come out, or what's the new name?
Hot Potato.
Hot Potato. So when are you launching?
Hot Potato is going to launch most likely in November. What I'm doing in September is an actual food tasting, where I'm getting a bunch of people, like friends, family members, things like that.
Aren't you in the north? Like, where do you live now?
I live in Seattle.
Yeah, okay. But Seattle in November sucks for food trucks.
I'm not too sure, because a lot of times they, if it's something like a hot food, people will buy it.
People are gonna line up in November in Seattle for all right.
Yeah, they're crazy out here. So,
but that's just starting. Like, wait till you get to February.
So I could wait until February. It's so that I could save up more.
No, don't wait until what I'm saying is once November is the launch, but then you got December, January, February, March, which all sucks.
Yeah, which all sucks.
Weather-wise. Yeah. You got to take it. You take it on the road. Like you're going, you got to go south.
Yeah. Go to
What?
Portland and stuff like that.
No, Portland is the same thing. Portland weather sucks in January, February. You or
Okay.
find some kind of indoor like food market or something that you can,
Hmm.
I mean, I'm in Toronto. In Toronto, it's worse than Seattle weather-wise, but
Hmm.
now is the time for food truck season, right? People are hanging
Hmm.
out, whether you're by the water or wherever. I mean, now is the time to do it. November, there's got to be some other indoor options or tagging. Have you thought about being one of my favorite things to do is using other people's spaces at the beginning.
Yeah.
So is there another food vendor who's got either a restaurant or a stall or a location or even a truck that you could be an add-on at the
Hmm.
beginning before going and opening your own?
Yeah, that's what I'm currently looking for right now. What I was going to do was go to like farmer markets just to start off first, so that I can build like that going in there, start pop ups, things like that,
Yeah.
and then go for my own actual truck. Because, like you said, you don't want to be spending a lot of money before you are making money in general. And the overhead for just potatoes alone is very cheap. It's not that hard to do. I've worked at multiple different restaurants and stuff like that all my like the last 10 years. And I can come up with like cost effective ways to get around certain things that could be done. So my question for you is, now that you gave me that advice, what would you do to really get this off the ground, in your opinion?
Well, you need to prove that it works. You need to prove the
Okay.
recipes work. You need to prove that people will buy it. You got to start building a reputation. Like food is brutal to get into, but once you're in it and having happy customers, they come back, right? It's like, hey,
Hmm.
you got to try these hot potatoes. You got to try the chili one. It's crazy. There's chorizo in it, and they come back. They tell their friends, etc. The key is just how do you get it off the ground? It's August. No, it's not even August. It's July right now, dude. You're planning for November, right? Like we gotta. If I'm you, I'm thinking, what day is today? Today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
What's happening this Saturday that I can go try
Hmm.
out my potato recipes on people?
There's a bunch of food. There's a bunch of farmer markets and little things like that I could probably go to and get in there
If
and
I
start
mean,
doing.
if you can get in, if you can make some contacts, farmers markets are a great start. I'd also be looking at who's got their own either food truck or food stall because farmers markets are very limited on time.
Yeah. So it's
Like I
only a
don't know
certain
what.
amount of time you can be out there.
Well, it's like every Sunday at whatever time or every Wednesday morning or something. But for the most part, it's this big rush and then that's it. It's over. Now there might be some festivals, street festivals, that kind of stuff. I don't know, Seattle as well for street festivals and stuff. Are you right in the city? Like, are you close to Seattle? Or are you?
Yeah, because I live. I don't know if you're familiar where the Space Needle is in Seattle, but I live like 5 minutes away from there. So I'm like
Okay.
directly
So
downtown
y-
with everything.
you're in a huge city. They take their food serious, right? So it's if it's good, there's a lot of food snobs there who will like eat it up. You're not like having to
Hmm.
convince people to spend money on food. Fairly affluent, home of Starbucks. I got Howard on the wall here. Especially in those areas where's that area? Pike's Place?
Yeah, Pike's Place Market. I know that's like maybe 15-minute walk from where I live.
All of those little, like, I'm looking at how can you get into Pike's Place? How could you partner with one of the guys who own a place in there
Hmm.
and on a weekend have your little
Pop up.
potato pop up? Yeah. Not
Yeah.
taking over his whole place, just a little spot that then
Okay.
they add to the menu. And
Okay.
you're there. Just that you're getting a sense of traffic, you're getting a sense of demographics, you're getting a sense of budget, you're getting a sense of what people are connecting with. Obviously, you're there. How does it taste? What do you guys think? Getting
Hmm.
feedback to see which products are hitting, what areas you want to be in. Right. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're launching, and I like that you started, truck instead of restaurant, because that's where most people go from the
Yeah.
start. Like you pick the wrong place and you have the wrong food and it's the wrong demo and
Hmm.
you just go out of business and lose a ton of money. So yeah, I would look, how do you start selling this? Well, no, not this month. This month is over, but next month I want you making money.
Okay.
How do you start making money? No, we're not talking millions of dollars in August, right? But not waiting till November until
I
we
mean,
start to hit cash flow.
if that happened,
We'll do it. Hey, we take it. But listen, how long did it take you to start making money when you did it in university?
Actually, literally all we did was make flyers within 1 week, and we actually made a profit on the first day.
Yeah, but from idea to making, you had money in your wallet. How long was that cycle?
Took maybe, I want to say 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2 weeks until we got to that point.
You got to get back to that hustle.
Okay.
Stop overcomplicating it and worrying about. It's not that there's no bigger picture. Like, you could have food trucks across America selling your chili potatoes, right? Like, I want to see the Toronto version. You're going global now.
Okay.
But going back to the roots of just starting it and getting momentum, getting traction, lots of good things happen once you start having money coming in. It's just like the belief that it can happen, seeing customers, smiling faces, asking you what's in here and where you're going to be next, and et cetera, right? I would take that same 2-week timeline and go start making money selling potatoes.
Okay. Yeah, because that was that was actually the idea that I was going to bring to you as well, is that I would love to get to that point where I could start like little franchisee, of this idea and get it like across, going all the way down the West Coast and then going from there. But first I have to actually start bringing in cash flow, and I'm not trying to think too far in the future. Because I think sometimes when you do that, you get into the weeds and you get
not
into
sometimes, all the time. You get lost in like what could be, and it's fun and it's a dreamland. It's like, yes, this is how big it can be, and it's so exciting. And that's 5% of your thinking. The 95% of the thinking should be executing, doing the work. Like, how do you start making first a full-time income off of this? Like, that's job number one, because it fits inside your mission. It's not full-time income something else, working at a restaurant or something. Like, this is what you want to be doing, but how do we start making a full-time income? Then how do we make enough so that you can hire somebody to help you part-time?
Yeah.
To man the stations, et cetera. So you have somebody part-time on you. Once you start having cash flow coming in and you can give some of your responsibilities away to somebody else to help you, that's when things start to really open up and you say, okay, I could see this. Now I need my own truck. Now I need to, right? And that can then become across the state, across the country, across the world, whatever, right? But most people end up stuck in that dreamland, which is super fun. And then you never actually build something that you don't hit step one of making a full-time income off of your idea.
Exactly. So that's where that's the reason why I was like contacting you today, because I just wanted to let you know that
in 2 weeks you got to be making money. I want to see money. I want a picture on your Instagram with money in your wallet.
Okay, I'll do that.
Inside of 2 weeks, even if it's $4 because you sold one potato, right? I mean, it's like that's the starting point. Not waiting until November till you have it all figured out.
Yeah, and it was just because like some of the people that I was talking to about, like, yeah, you need to stretch it out. Don't try to do everything all at once. I hate that mindset of not.
Hey, don't talk to those people.
Running. All right, I'll stop talking to them.
Go do it. Stop overthinking it. Stop complicating it. And I know you like to, get big picture, and it's great, and that's a great skill, and you don't want to lose that. But you have that by default, so you'll be fine. It's just getting it up there, getting it out, going back to the college hustle days, doing flyers or whatever you need to do to get it up and start. I want you to make at least $4 on your first day and post a picture.
All right, I will. You guys got to follow me on Instagram so that
there you go.
Can make sure.
Pharaoh, what is it? Pharaoh _Antoine. There you go.
Yeah.
Check it out. All right. Much love, man. If I'm in Seattle area, I want to try your chili.
Yeah, you better come through with I'm gonna get like a bunch of potatoes for you. We're gonna have a poutine potato called Carmichael.
Okay, dude. Listen, I'm Canadian, so poutine. Let's see. Now we're talking. That's hitting a high bar.
Right.
Giving a Canadian some poutine. The next step is butter tarts.
Exactly. That's the next step.
but poutine is, you know, you got some tough critics with poutine if you got Canadians coming down.
I got you. And I'm going to name the potato. I'm going to name the potato the Evan Carmichael.
Which one? The poutine or the chili?
The poutine.
The poutine? Okay. All right. Well, let me try it first before I put my name on it. It's got to be approved.
Oh, that hurts.
Like, what is this? What is this, Antoine? This is not poutine.
Hey, I'm from the South. I know gravy. So I'm from the South. Like we know gravy in the South. So we got you.
I'm so hungry right now. You're making me want to eat poutine and chili or poutine chili.
You go.
All right, much love, man. Do the work. Do the work.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.